Oh shit! Get NW excited. Fine, look at this. Wow.
Yeah!
That's NW
Yeah!
excited.
I
Wow.
sat there and said we would unveil a belt on over the top rope. The NWO World Heavyweight Championship. Yes. Yes. Could you say I have big gold? Kinda, sorta. But hey, there it is, partner. There it is. I told you I'm catching up to you. I'm catching up to you.
You are catching up. You should aspire to be more like me. So what's that now? 5?
That's number 6.
Oh, number 6. You still got about 8 to go, but whatever.
I know. I know. I'll get there one day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Over the Top Rope. It's your boy, Mr. Steal Your Deals himself, JB, and over there, the one and only, the tantalizing one, tantalizing Tony. What's up, my friend? How you doing?
I'm here, and let's get into it because I'm in a salty mood.
Well, before we really get into it, let's pay our respects to the one and only Road Warrior Animal. As many of you know, the Road Warrior himself, Animal, passed away suddenly Wednesday morning. And when I say, when it comes to the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, man, that's probably the first tag team that I will always think of. To me, they are one of the top 5 greatest tag teams in history. And when you heard the music start, what a rush. As a fan, you would run back to your seats to see the Road Warriors. Not many fans do that for tag teams, and they did it for the Road Warriors. And the Road Warriors themselves, Animal and Hawk, man, they set a trail for other tag teams to follow. And man, just hearing the news that Animal passed away at the age of 60 was just it was hurtful. And I saw you put up a picture of when you met Animal. I never met them, but you met Animal, and I was hurt, man, just because the Legion of Doom was a tag team I looked up to, a tag team that I liked, and man, just to hear that, unexpectedly when I turned on Busted Open, I was shocked. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, it was a somber day for me because, as I tell y'all every week, I'm a little older than everybody in the group. I'm probably one of the oldest guys in any groups I'm in. I'm 52. So I remember the heyday of these guys. And it's basically the first tag team. Though the Road Warriors and Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson are the first tag teams I ever really watched. But the difference between Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson was that the Road Warriors did stuff that was just incredible. The whole reason why we have the phrase "a pop" when the crowd pops, it's because of the Road Warriors. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it's called the Road Warrior Pop, and it's because of the excitement that happens when that music hits and people hit that rampway before they hit the ring. So for Joe Laurinaitis to go, it's sad and somber. All good things come to an end. We're not superheroes. One day we're all gonna leave this earth. But if there's one silver lining in the cloud that you can look at, LOD is reunited in heaven, and they're putting people up on the doomsday device, and they're still starting trouble like they always did. So God bless you, Joe Laurinaitis, aka Animal. The Road Warriors are back together, reunited once more.
Well said, well said. And I'm gonna get one more thing in. The shoulder pads that they wore. Come on, man. That was just so fire. You know, when I say like blazing the trail, who would have ever thought to put shoulder pads and put spikes on the shoulder pads? You know, that was just one of a kind in itself, the Legion of Doom. And like you said, man, they're up in heaven, you know, man, reunited once again. So once again, rest in peace to Road Warrior Animal, man, and you know, Legion of Doom went back together in heaven, causing chaos in heaven, and whatever wrestling ring God has put up for them to wrestle in. So let's start off with
Wait, one more thing before you start off. I want to just a program note or really a member note. I know I'm
okay.
not an admin like that, and I didn't want to overstep when I did this, but there's a lot of good dudes in the Mania Club. I belong to Mania Club as well, and I want them to be able to see our show. So I sent out a lot of invites today for Mania Club, as you can see, because a lot of people joined. I know you approved a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for everybody that came over that joined today, if you're new and I sent you an invite, welcome to the show. This is Mr. Steal Dibs, the only Mr. Steal Dibs, Jared J.B. Boyd. And I'm your boy, the Tantilizing one. You know me as Tony the Bus Driver. You know me as Tantilizing Tony. And we're here for one reason and one reason alone. That's to entertain the masses, as I've been doing since I was on Earth. So now that I've said my piece, you may now talk, Jared. Thank you.
Oh, I may now talk. I will now talk and you will now shut up. So now let's go on with the show. Let's start off with Smackdown. And we talked about it on the show for weeks. Roman versus Jey Uso match. We both are excited for this. We both said we want to see what Jey can do in competition. And then the storyline with this has been incredible. And then tonight, I didn't even think about this. They went and got Alpha. They got Rikishi to speak. They got Jimmy to speak. Who am I missing that they also got to speak?
Sika.
Seeker. They got them all involved in this storyline. They all spoke on a promo tonight to build this matchup even more. And then for Jey to get in the ring, call out Roman about the way Roman looked at him after their tag team match yesterday, because he's saying they're family, that shouldn't happen. And then at the end, Roman saying he the one that gotta, keep the belt. It can't go to nobody else. And Jey responded to me with a promo that was passionate. Passionate. I felt it. I'm sure you felt it. Saying he got to put food on the table for his kids to eat also. And at the end of the day, that he's going to be the new Universal Champion. Now, also, we said that Roman was going to attack this guy eventually. And Roman Superman punched him at the end of the show. So with that being said, I'm happy now. There's a little chaos between them. That Jey saw what happened. Jey's upset. He's passionate. He really wants to win now. The little family friendship thing he's going to put to the side. Go to this matchup at Clash of Champions and try to win that belt.
Yeah, everything you're saying is just about true. Oh, you made one error. You told me you felt it. Don't tell me what I feel okay, let me tell the people what I feel.
You tell the people that. Go ahead.
You deal with your feelings and I'll deal with mine, okay?
Okay, fine.
So listen, I'm gonna give it from another perspective. The big dog has been for the past 5 years, he's had to deal with the scrutiny of everybody down his throat saying, "Oh, you've been pushed on us. Oh, you're being rammed down our throats."
Right.
And he hasn't got the respect he deserved, regardless of what people are saying. Like, "Oh yeah," and like, "Oh, Roman again." First of all, let's get something straight. This man comes from a deep dynasty of wrestlers that have paved the way to make us watch this show today. From the High Chief Peter Maivia, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans. Okay? Not to mention the most electrifying man in sports and all of entertainment, The Rock. This guy has a lot to live up to, and everybody's on his case about always being rammed down our throats. So today, when he told Jey Uso, "I'm the big dog, I'm at the head of the table, I'm gonna feed all our family, you take the payday and be happy about it," he was damn right, because Jey Uso is one half of a twin. He don't even have his own personality. And yeah, he did make a good point saying, which one? I asked which one too. I don't know which one's sleeping with Naomi because I don't know who's from the other. And that's just the way it's going to be Sunday when it's all said and done, regardless if this is a prediction show or not. This ain't a prediction. It's a spoiler. Roman Reigns is the big dog. He's going to stay the big dog. So everybody's like, "Oh, Jey Uso, we feel so bad for you." Put up or shut up.
Man, why does Jey Uso have to take a back seat to Roman? Apparently, he's taking a back seat to Roman his whole career. He's finally tired of it. He's tired of it. He's an equal human being to Roman, just like everyone else. What makes Roman better than him?
The Universal title.
Okay, and if Jey beats Roman for that belt, guess what? Guess what? Jey gets to call the shots.
If I had $1 million, I'd be the president. If is a two-letter word that's massive. If I had 3 feet, I'd be a 3-footed dude walking around. If I had if I was 6'5", I'd be The Rock. If I don't want to hear about if. It's when things happen. And this Sunday, it's gonna be no if, ands, and buts about it. Roman Reigns will retain. See, I did that. Roman Reigns will retain.
Yeah, and if I had a crystal ball and see into the future, I wouldn't be saying the word if. I'll tell you to you like it is. You heard me? I'll tell you what would happen.
I work with you week after week, bro, and it's I try to stay in a good mood because you're not a bad guy, but your head's in the clouds, bro. I think maybe too many karate kicks to the head in your defense of your championships. I don't know, bro. Maybe you need concussion protocol. Maybe you need some concussion protocol where you're from. I don't know.
Oh man, yes indeed. Well, I tell you this though, man. I tell you this: when it comes to Roman and Jey, I can't wait for the matchup. I cannot wait. I really think these two cousins are going to put on one hell of a show, and to keep it real between the both of us, we both think Roman will retain as champion, but we hoping that Jey puts on a hell of a show to where maybe Jey can get a solo push down the line, Universal, Intercontinental, whatever. But I think Jey has really been deserving of this for quite some time.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I hate to, but Jey Uso definitely showed up tonight. He did show that he belongs in a single setting, and regardless when his brother gets back or not. I mean, if I was the WWE powers that be, I split them up as soon as Jimmy gets back. I trade one to Raw, and I give them both some single run title for the secondary title. Maybe they could both get an IC and US title, be champion same time. We ain't seen that before. I mean, they could always get that together, they brothers. Ain't like they know.
But what if they have a say and don't want to be split up? I heard Busted Open the other day, and Bully Ray did not want to get split up from Devon when they did the draft years ago. And Vince said, "Yeah, I'm splitting y'all up." They did not want to get split because they knew it wouldn't work.
They don't have a choice. When Vince is signing the checks. And speaking of Busted Open, shout out to Dave LaGreca, who made me watch it. Dave LaGreca joined MVS. I personally sent the invite out, and he knew it came from me. His number one caller, Tony the bus driver. And one more thing, people ask me, "Tony, you don't call in." Let me tell you why. I have become so famous because of Busted Open. I can't leave my house, so I took a step back because people just were saying, "Tony the bus driver." I couldn't take it. I couldn't take all the women. I couldn't take the kids when he signed autographs. So I took a break from Busted Open. I still listen every day, but I haven't called. But because Dave LaGreca joined MVS, if you're watching LaGreca, your number one caller, Tony the bus driver, is going to hit you up real soon.
Yes, if you don't know who Dave LaGreca is, you better start listening to Busted Open, XM satellite, XM Sirius satellite radio. Okay, channel 156. Yeah,
Well, you did that
that's
really
right.
good.
Thank you. Thank you. That's right.
You've been
Now,
listening. You've been listening to me. Good job.
I've been listening to you. I don't know. I listen to Bully Ray talk and Tommy Dreamer talk on Busted Open. Let's move on. Now, what about this chaos that keeps continuing in regards to the Intercontinental Championship match? My question to you is, did you expect to see a triple threat match tonight when we're going to have the triple threat match, ladder match on Sunday? Was that shocking?
I mean, it wasn't crazily shocking. I mean, any day of the week they could figure something out because whoever got pinned tonight, which with Jeff Hardy did get pinned, it doesn't matter because a ladder match has nothing to do with pinfall. So
Right.
what it did was it made us say, well, Jeff now might be an underdog going in. Getting pinned in a match before pay-per-view, it means nothing. It put those three together so we could see the chemistry, so we could see what was going on with those three. And now we got it this Sunday night, as I said, as Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels back in 1994 at the first ladder match of WrestleMania 10, which I attended, by the way. Both titles will be hung above the ring, and all three competitors will go for the undisputed Intercontinental Championship. I called that one as well. I'm right all the time. I don't know why these guys don't just listen to me, but we're in for a great show between three great competitors in Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, and the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
I tell you what, I did not want to see AJ go up that ladder and grab those belts. That always has been a foreshadow of what's going to happen to that particular person. And what I mean is, how many times have you seen somebody go up the ladder, grab a belt, or grab the money in the bank briefcase, and then go into that match and don't win? How many times?
I mean, it hasn't happened very often.
Right.
I mean, King Corbin is a one guy who lost it.
He lost John Cena. But what I'm saying is this. When King Corbin won it, that week before the pay-per-view, they were in New Orleans.
Right.
Shinsuke went up the ladder at the end of the match and grabbed the briefcase. And I was like, well, he ain't winning come Sunday. That's what I'm talking about. AJ went up the ladder and grabbed both belts. What you're saying is,
I'm sorry, I really don't pay attention when you talked. So I was zoned out. I was watching something in my background. But so what you're saying is the person who climbs the ladder usually doesn't win. Is that what you're saying?
Like the show before the pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
No, that could just be do you know how wrestling works? That's to throw people. That's
you
to throw
know I know.
Like it's to throw a mark like you off. That apparently it worked because now you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen to AJ. AJ still can win the whole thing.
Ain't that their job though? Isn't that their job?
Yeah, but it's your job as host of this, co-host of this show, to know that this is a setup for the marks. Because one more thing I want to get straight that we haven't talked about. You know, every week you come on here as the host of the show. You know,
I never say host. I say it's your boy, and then on the other side, Tantilizing Tony.
Yeah, on the other side, that's like saying on the other side, like I'm your sidekick or something. I want people to know I'm nobody's sidekick because nobody helped me drive this bus. I don't have no co-driver, and I don't have no co-host. Excuse me?
The split screen. So he is on the other side, the split screen.
Yeah, and you on the other side of my TV too. Okay,
that's right. So see,
yeah, but you notice the two Tonys are next to each other, right? And the Jareds are spread apart, right? Okay.
Yes,
continue, host.
But in regards to this matchup, even with that being said, with AJ grabbing the belts, bruh, we said it. 3 great superstars, 3 great performers. They have to let them put on a show. They have to. Just let them go out there and do what they're capable of doing and put on a great show for the fans. I mean, it really can't get no better. I mean, we've seen AJ and Jeff, all right, and now Sammy's involved. Come on, man, you got to make this a classic match at least. Try. We already said we don't think it's gonna be one of the greatest ladder matches, but we think it's gonna be one of the best ladder matches that we've seen in quite some time.
It's going to be a barn burner. They're gonna burn the heart down.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, going to Monday Night Raw. All right. And I think I might babble for a minute on this.
You
Seeing
babble,
retro.
you babble every week anyway. I'm the one that has to bring the show back.
Oh, there he go. There he go. Anyway, moving on, like I said. We seen Retribution on Raw, on SmackDown, causing chaos, whooping tails left and right. All right, they got their hoodies on, they got their mask on. We don't know who's who. We wonder when they're gonna reveal themselves. All that good stuff. And then they do a promo. And we notice Dominic Dijakovic is one of them. We notice Mia Yim is one of them. We notice. Come this Monday night, they signed a contract with the WWE. And then they come out with these stupid masks. These dumb masks. Like, are they serious? And then they have their names changed. T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, I believe.
Slapjack.
Retaliation, and the other one, I can't remember. You changed their names. Why? Why change their names when we know who they are? That dumb mask, we can even tell better than what we could tell before who they are. Why? Why couldn't it be a Dijakovic reveals himself and he's like saying in NXT, they didn't let me do this, they didn't let me do that. Hell on them. We got a group, we talked about it, and we causing chaos. Why couldn't Mia Yim reveal herself? You know, they wouldn't give me a shot at the NXT Women's title. I got tired of this. I joined with them. Why couldn't that be? Why did they have to change the names? When I saw the dumbass and the name change, I felt like, you know what? Retribution is now watered down. It doesn't feel the same when they were coming out there kicking ass every weekend. Every week, I should say, not weekend. Every week. Names change. Why? Dumbass. Why? I feel like it's a waste now. I feel like it's a waste. And I just feel like it's not going to get to where we thought it could get to.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead and speak.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So, if you remember when we started talking about Retribution, number one, I always said there was too many members coming in here and tearing stuff up, number one.
That's right.
Number two, we all knew this is basically NXT talent.
Yep.
Now, here's where we got to take a little step back and give it a chance. Let me tell you why. Are the names stupid? Yes. Is the actual gimmick, the outfit stupid? Yes. Anytime you invade another program from somewhere else, there's going to be misses, there's going to be hits. So far, there's misses, a lot of misses. But what I think is going to happen, if they're smart, I think they're going to tweak it and maybe let them use their real names because people ain't accepting this T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Autobot, Bumblebee, whatever their names are, because it's pure and utter, unadulterated stupidity. That being said, if you think about what it's done for the Hurt Business, as well as McIntyre, Keith Lee, and partly Randy Orton, they have intertwined themselves in the main event yet again. This could all be a big swerve, and Keith Lee is the leader of Retribution. I gotta give Trohan some props on this because Dijakovic's his guy, Mia Yim's his girl, and he just came from NXT, and they show up same round, the same time. So maybe this is a swerve to throw us off, so we don't know that Keith Lee is the leader. And then when Keith Lee says "F this," I'm in charge of Retribution. Dijakovic, Mia Yim, they're like, those are our names. We swerved all of you, you dummies. We're taking the show over. So we got to see. I agree with everything you said. I hate to agree with you, but the names and the costumes are 100% stupid. But we're not sure if that's the end. So we got to see.
Well, speaking of Keith Lee, once again, he gets disqualified in another Monday Night Raw match. Will we see Keith Lee interfere in that WWE title match?
Maybe he'll get his retribution of always being interfered with. See how I intertwined that? See the segue?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we'll see. I mean, they've done this purposely to always get him DQ'd or somebody interfere. Because he hasn't had a clean match since he beat Randy Orton.
Except with Dolph in a triple threat match where he wasn't pinned to keep him looking strong.
Right. Everything else one-on-one, it's just been interference, DQ, whatever. So we'll see.
I mean, I want Keith Lee to stay face. I don't want to see him as a heel. But if this does happen to where he is in charge of Retribution, then I guess it's going to make sense to me. It's going to make sense. And then maybe the Retribution does have something to live up to. Maybe it won't be a watered-down project. We shall see. But I think Keith Lee will interfere some type of way. I mean, the man has to be tired of being disqualified with Drew or Randy interfering in his matches every week. It has to be growing on him. Has to be.
I agree. We just gotta wait and see what happens on Sunday. You know?
No doubt. No doubt.
Speaking of Sunday, are we having a prediction show?
Oh yeah. I know you got your podcast at 6 your time, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you, my podcast. My first actual. I haven't promoted it because I'm tweaking everything. But my first actual podcast, you guys might have got a taste of the little 15-minute thing I did, and I haven't done one since then because I've been waiting for more content. But I'm probably going to do. Oh God. This Sunday morning, prior to our show, my podcast will be up, and it's going to be about what's going on in the state of wrestling today. There'll be a little AEW, of course, WWE, and of course, the impact of the pandemic on wrestling right now. But Sunday, we love this time. We're happy for you. God. This Sunday, my podcast will be up. Check the link. Jesus Christ.
Cool deal. You know, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to support you. You know, even though you're acting like an ass right now, I'm going to go ahead and support you, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not acting like an ass. This is my persona. And every week I've been watered down because I've been trying to appeal to all these marks that are watching. And that's why the name of the club is Marks versus Smarks, because I'm the only smart in the whole group. Everybody's in here is a mark. And I'm tired of people like, oh, Tony's a great guy. Yeah, I'm a great guy. That doesn't mean you have to like you guys. You know, I love you all. I love every one of you. I don't like not one of you. Okay?
That's fine. Yeah, like me. But anyway, check this out. Years ago, we saw Dominic as a kid. Eddie Guerrero said that he was Dominic's father. Fast forward years later, Seth Rollins walks to the ring and says Ray isn't the father of Aaliyah. Why? I'm asking you, all right, because you was in the business. You may know this better than me. Why are they repeating this again in regards to Rey Mysterio and his kids?
Because the one way to a man's heart is through his family. And the one way to a man's heart really is through his daughter. You're going to always defend your son, but your daughter got that special place. And you figure she's 19 years old. She's very pretty. I think Vince is thinking, hey, we could sell some T-shirts. We could start a love storyline with her and Buddy, whatever the case is. Storylines are going to regurgitate themselves because just like life, some people get married, get divorced, get married, get divorced. You have a kid, the kid grows up. Have another kid. Life is a complete circle. So I mean, there's only so many storylines that you can really attack when it comes to wrestling, especially since it's now the PG-13 era. It's no attitude era. So you can't get the girls pulling their tops up, and you can't get the sexual innuendos. So you got to go this way. I mean, I listen. Seth was getting boring to me as a face. He turned heel at the right time, and the new Monday Night Messiah persona fits him just fine. He's very arrogant, doesn't care about anything, and I think it works fine. And just listen, if they're gonna keep the storyline going, we talked about this when we first started the show, and I have been complaining about this for years. Long, ongoing storylines are the best, man. You don't want to do a few 2 months and it's over. You want to draw it out. And now with Ray's injury, you got to draw it out even more. So I think it's great. Bring his daughter into the fold now. That's awesome.
I don't mind them bringing his daughter into the fold, but it's the fact that we saw this already with Dominic years ago with Eddie. It's like repeating it. I mean, could there have been another way to bring his daughter into the fold? I'm asking you that question.
Well, Seth's not claiming to be the father.
He's not.
He's just saying Ray's not the father. So it's not really the same storyline. Yeah, it's a kid storyline that, maybe you're not the dad, but that's just upset Ray. I think let's see where it goes. You can't nip it in the bud without seeing it. Let's give it another week or so, and let's see if his daughter, how she is on the mic. If you ask me, they've done the Rey Mysterio family storyline perfectly. They got the mom there. She's so concerned. The sister, I watch her. She's got good facial expressions. Every time Dominic loses a match, she's like, And when Buddy was getting this crap beat him by Seth, when he was on the side of the steps at the cage, she checked on him. She put her hand on him. You okay? And went to her family. I think they're playing it perfectly. You listen, bro. What do you want? You want peaches and strawberries all the time? You want sunshine and rainbows and unicorns?
I don't need all that when I'm the CEO of Steal Your Dibs Enterprises.
You are the CEO.
It's not that. I just think they could have done something different to involve her because we already started before. And then let's not forget Lucha Libre when he was at Lucha Underground. They did something again with that saying he wasn't Dominic's father. So this is the third time. That's all. I think they could have did something different.
Maybe him and Angie got some marital issues you don't know about. Maybe Angie been stepping out.
Hey.
I don't know Angie like that.
I don't either. Good point. Now, Raw Underground. They hyped up the Dabba-Kato versus Braun Strowman match. They hyped it up from last week, saying it'd be the main event on Raw Underground, to having them do a promo back there, and then we get 90 seconds of a match. 90 seconds. Do you think they did Dabba-Kato wrong. I'm gonna go first. If the match would have went longer, maybe around half minutes to 3 minutes, I would say something different. But if you were trying to build Dabba-Kato, don't get him squashed in 90 seconds. He's taller. He's bigger than Braun. Make it a match. It didn't happen. Not at all. I just hope that Dabba-Kato doesn't get buried because of this.
Can I go now?
Yes, sir. All yours.
Here's the problem with your line of thinking, Mr. Steer Dibs.
Okay, brother. I'm listening.
You always want your dessert before you want your dinner. That was a perfect way to show that Braun Strowman's pissed about you losing the Universal title.
Mm-hmm.
Showing he's still a beast, he's still a monster, without putting him in the title picture. This kid Dabba-Kato, he's exactly what I say. He's a kid. He's getting his feet wet in Raw Underground. This sets up something down the road in an actual ring when Dabba-Kato is ready. As much as I don't like Braun Strowman, he definitely holds his own in the ring. He knows how to work a match. And what other perfect way to get this kid's feet wet? So, I think 90 seconds is enough time. It's Raw Underground. It's not supposed to be a wrestling match. It's not supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to be a beat down and it's over. So I think they did exactly what we wanted to do. It showed that Braun Strowman is not to be messed with. And this kid Dabba-Kato, he'll be back.
Norris, don't buck his head up, please.
Who's that?
Buck his head. Norris Narsa. Don't buck his head up.
Oh, let me give a shout out. Hold up for Mania Club. Norris Narsa, part of hashtag Booyah.
Why is he
That's for you, Norris. I hope other people are watching. Anybody from Mania Club? As you see, I'm representing.
Why should he get 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down?
That's their logo. See, if you pay attention, and
that's why I asked the question. Why 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down? I asked the question. See?
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why they give 1 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Because the thumbs down is for you, and the thumbs up is for me. That's why.
Yes, indeed. I was gonna say something smart. I'm gonna be nice. All right, but Norris, Norris, thank you for tuning in with us. Appreciate it. Yes.
For you to say something smart, you have to have an intelligent thought in your head, which only happens once every solar eclipse. So,
Oh, yeah? Ah, boy. Yes, indeed. That ain't what your old lady said last night. But anyway, let's go on to another subject.
Which one of my old ladies? I got several.
And that's why we are part of the group, Steal Your Dibs Enterprises. All right. Yes, indeed. All jokes, baby. All jokes. Unserious. Trust me. Let's go on to AEW Dynamite. We said last week who will be the guy to take the title off of Jon Moxley. My brother, Tony, I think it's Miro. Give him about a good 3-4 months of a good run. I think he's the guy. I don't see anyone else that can do it. We said Kenny. We said Heyman. Yes. I think Miro is the one that's going to be the one to take that belt off of Jon Moxley. Think about it. He has a good fan base. He walked into AEW Dynamite and the fans started chanting, Miro Day, Miro Day, immediately. He's already over. He's already over with people. Why not? I don't see it being Lance Archer because they say he's next in line for a title shot. We saw Jon Moxley beat Jericho. He beat Kenny Omega already. He beat Brody Lee. Why not Miro? What do you think?
Listen, I said it when Miro came in. I have a problem with Miro coming in his first match as a tag team, but I understand why they did it. They want to draw out his singles thing as you go down the road, and they're still going to give Lance Archer his shot once he gets back from COVID-19. So I think that the way they did it was to push back Miro's big push a little bit to make Moxley look even stronger when he beats Lance Archer. But once again, I hate to agree with you. I think the former wrestler known as Rusev, Miro, will be the next AEW champion. He has all the right tools.
Yes.
He's got the fan base, whether it's a heel or face. He's legitimate because he came from WWE, and
Yes.
his gaming background now with
Yes,
Warzone
Twitch.
on Twitch is he has a big following. So what better way to mainstream AEW a little more than to give Miro the title? You can go back and forth between Miro and Moxley for a couple of months, man. So I think that they're definitely going to build Miro to be champion. I think Moxley has done everything he can possibly do as champ. I think he's done a great job carrying the moniker of the AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
I agree.
He did the same thing as Jericho. And people will say, oh, well, now you're going to give another WWE guy the title. No. People got to realize something. When you're a wrestler, and I will not say a sports entertainer, when you're a wrestler, you go to different organizations, and when the opportunity presents itself, you take it. So if Miro can stay healthy and stay on the road he's going on, I think Miro versus Moxley is the money match. And I think he will be your next champion.
We said it a long time ago that Chris Jericho was the most important signing for AEW. We also said that Jon Moxley would be the biggest star of their company. We also said that Cody would be the biggest face of their company. In regards to Miro, and let's say Miro wins this championship sometime down the line, do you see it as he being a transitional champion or Miro being a long reigning champion? I think he could be a long reigning champion just because of the stuff you just said.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to try to take the title from him anytime soon once he gets it, if that's the plan. I think they've done everything right with AEW in aspects of who they put in the title picture. I don't always agree with their production and some of the backyard wrestlers, but if I can quote my friend Paul Laurier, I look at it like this. Paul Laurier is one of the guys that trained me in HWA out in Long Island, New York. And he said, look, you have to look at AEW as an up-and-coming organization that doesn't want guys who can wrestle. I mean, like WWE doesn't want guys who can wrestle. AEW wants wrestlers. They don't care about your size. They care if you can work. So they're the actual workers. They're the workers of the business. And I gotta agree with them. They're like Ring of Honor, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want to say Impact, but they're like Impact to an extent. So this is like the working man's federation.
Totally agree with you. Norris had a question. She said, why not Cody be the one to take it from Moxley? How about Cody turn heel in front of a live crowd? The problem is,
who said Norris?
Yeah, Norris.
He said what? He said what?
He said, why not Cody be the one to take the belt from Moxley? How about Cody turn heel in front of a live crowd? Well, Norris, this is the issue. Cody cannot get a AEW world title shot at all for the time being. When he lost to MJF, that was in the contract. If Cody was to lose, or when he lost to Jericho, one of the two, when he lost to one of them, if he lost that match, he cannot become or cannot get an AEW world title shot at all. So that's why he's only battling for the TNT championship. And as you saw this past Wednesday night, he returned, dyed his hair black, returned in a suit, and attacked Brody Lee. So they're probably going to go at it again for the TNT Championship. But he cannot get an AEW World Title shot.
Norris, the other thing I think it is too, I think that being that since Cody's part owner of the company, he doesn't want to put himself up there in the main title picture just because of the people like us who know wrestling and how it works. Like, you're going to own the company, now be champ. So I think this is a conscious effort not to put himself in the main event picture yet. I do believe he'll be AEW champion somewhere down the road, maybe 2 years down the road. I just right now, I think he's trying to build the mid card status, which is what he's doing with Brody Lee, Orange Cassidy, all these guys that's in the middle of the pack. Sean Spears, they're never going to be AEW World Champion. So I just think Cody Rhodes brings that gravitas to the mid card status. He boosts it up. So I think that's why he won't come. It's no need. You got big names in the heavyweight picture. You got Jericho. You got Moxley. You now got Miro. You got Jake Hager. You got MJF, who has definitely stepped his game up. So you got main guys at the top who can Lance Archer. You got main guys at the top that are holding that top spot right now.
He also says that he knows Cody cannot get an AEW World Title shot, but he says he can pull the EVP card by being real heelish, even if that draws heat.
We'll see down the road. I mean, it's not a bad way to go. But I just think right now that's not in their
not their plans right now.
That's just my opinion.
I think in the future down the line somewhere, Norris, down the future, it's going to come up again, and he's going to win a match to where he can get that title shot. It's going to happen down the line sometime in the future. Definitely. It's not going to stay like that forever. I mean, we've seen other wrestlers, have a career match and they lose and then they come back or something. We've seen it before. So same thing with this one. It's going to happen down the line. All right.
Wait, let me say this while this is on my mind too, on a different note. Since Norris had a question, and I really appreciate him asking the question. All the MVS, once you watch this later or if you're watching it now, once again, we also belong to Mania Club. And if you haven't, if you're not in Mania Club, go join Mania Club as well. This Monday, we got a big promo battle between Big Hirsch and the Kid. Booyah. Booyah is hosting, and I'm one of the judges. So join Mania Club because they got a lot of good content. They donate to Counter's Cure, and it's a real fun over there too. So I think the community should really start trying to join together, and NVS guys join over there as well because they put a lot of good content out. Booyah has the best vignettes you guys have ever seen. They put on you guys think I'm good? These guys are great, man. These guys are hilarious. They go on location. They got the whole thing going on, man. BJ of the brand, he has his show. He has his contract signings. He goes on his private jet. It's hilarious. So you guys check out Mania Club after the show. Go join. And I'm pretty sure the admins, Ashante and Gary, will accept you. Let them know that I sent you. Don't tell them Mrs. Thea Dibs sent you because they might not accept you.
Hey, I am a new member of Mania Club, just to let you know. And the whole Steal Your Dib Enterprises will be coming into Mania Club. Get ready. We took over MVS. We come and take over Mania Club too. We are coming. Yeah. Moving on to our last topic, dealing with NXT. My brother, I've said it now, I think, for 2 months. And at TakeOver, it is going to happen. Candice LeRae will become the new NXT Women's Champion. Thank you, Norris. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it and everything so far in Mania Club. I like. No lie, I like it. So I feel like family. Like Tony said, he told me about it before, and I went there and I jumped. Candice LeRae will be the new NXT Women's Champion. I said it. I said it. I said it. This is the one that they've been waiting for. Yes, title is on Io Shirai, but Candice LeRae will be the one to be the next champion and have a long title run. I said it for months now. my prediction will come true. You know it's coming true. She will be the next NXT Women's Champion. She earned it by winning that Battle Royal. Candice LeRae will be the next NXT Women's Champion.
We've been calling this for a while now, and you really believe Candice LeRae gonna win this title?
Yeah, Johnny not wrestling right now. He gonna interfere. She gonna win this match.
I don't know, man. I don't wanna jump the gun, but I just don't think Candice LeRae is one to carry the title, and I don't see her as champion. I don't see it, man. I never have. I think she's a good heel. I just think there's a lot of other people that deserve it other than her.
All right. Tegan Knox is out. She's hurt.
That's true.
She's hurt. Dakota Kai already had a title shot. Rhea Ripley right now ain't getting no title shot till later on. Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter definitely not getting a title shot right now. There's only one person. She is the one. She is the one.
I mean, she's been here a while.
Yes, she has.
I mean, she got that going for her. I just don't. I'm not gonna commit to this one yet. Okay. I gotta sleep on it. I mean, everything you say makes sense, but Io Shirai only been champion for 3.5 months now. That's it. 4 months. Ain't been that long. So,
hey, I want you to remember this. Kairi Sane wasn't champion for a long time either. When she lost it to my girl name, man, champion with Nia.
Shayna
Baszler. She had it for a short time.
We'll see. I mean, you're not wrong in thinking that, bro. You're not in thinking. I gotta give it to you.
Thank you, brother.
You're finally doing your homework. Finally paying attention.
Oh yes, indeed. I'm just seeing it because I said it's not Mia Yim. It got to be Candice LeRae, and I'm thinking it's time that she will be the next NXT Women's Champion. Moving on, Kyle O'Reilly of the Undisputed Era will get a shot at the NXT title, and I'm like, wow, because I like Kyle O'Reilly. I really, really do. But something fishy, I just feel something fishy is going to happen within the Undisputed Era in this matchup. I hope Adam Cole does not get jealous of Kyle O'Reilly and he goes in there and interferes in this matchup and now have friction between the Undisputed Era. I hope Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly's match is just the two of them. Because they can put on a hell of a show. They can put on a hell of a show. This is a match that does not need no interference from anyone. Let them wrestle. I don't want the Undisputed Era to break up. I want them to go to the main roster as a full group, all four of them, and cause chaos on that main roster. I pray they do not mess that up by having Adam Cole interfere in that matchup.
This is a tough one because what other reason why they put Kyle O'Reilly in the main event other than to create friction with Adam Cole? Baby! It's a tough one. But this is one thing I think they could do. I think Adam Cole, this could be the scenario. Adam Cole might have something to do with him losing or just come out, create friction between those two, and we're thinking Undisputed Era is going to break up. And the next thing you know, they're going to show up on one of the main shows. It could be just to throw us off. Because I still think the big plan is for Undisputed Era to come on over to one of the big shows around Survivor Series time. Mm-hmm. So right now you do, because you notice, so you had Adam Cole in the title picture again.
Yep.
Notice that they've been doing other stuff with the other members of Undisputed Era. They teamed up Roderick Strong with somebody else.
Yep.
So this could be just to buy some time to throw us a swerve. And then we're thinking, man, they're breaking them up. And all of a sudden, they show up on one show together and wreck shop. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good match. Kyle O'Reilly deserves this singles match.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to win. I think Finn Balor will retain the title.
Spoiler, yeah, I think Finn's going to hold on for a long time.
Of course, he's going to hold it until what's his name comes back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Karrion Kross. Yeah. So I just think it's a good way to build the dissension of Undisputed Era, build that storyline where we thinking they're gonna break up. They might even go to blows. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who's the better Undisputed Era member? And then next thing you know, they come together as a unit and they're all together on either Raw or SmackDown. Or maybe even both shows. You know?
Maybe so. Yeah. Good point. Good point. B. Cannon says Candace is due, but what about Shotzi Blackheart? Not yet for Shotzi Blackheart. Not yet. Down the line, she's going to get a shot. You know, I want to see her get a shot. I want to see Kaden Carter get a shot. I want to see Rhea Ripley get another shot at the belt. You know, I want to see them all get a shot. I really do. I do. But right now, for Shotzi, not yet. Not yet. It's Candace LeRae time. It is time. She's been there since Johnny's been there. And I think she's the one. I've been said it, and I'm going to stick with it.
Listen, Shotzi Blackheart's stock definitely went up.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. It went up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wade Barrett said it best, that she definitely has showed up. She's very unorthodox. She's very quirky. And I liked her. I liked her match. And, you know, I don't think it's her time yet, but you got to build her up as you got to do Kaden. You know? I think Kaden, I'm telling you right now, I want you guys to remember this. Kaden's the future, man. Kaden's going to be, she's going to be NXT Women's Champion, Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion within the next, what's this?
I think
by 2023, she's going to have held all three titles. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She's the truth.
Totally agree.
She's the truth. I don't this whole Candace thing, I don't know, man. I think Io Shirai's gonna hold the title. I think she's gonna hold it for a while. I think she's gonna hold it till Charlotte comes back. Because that's not over yet either.
True. I mean, who on the main roster can Charlotte feud with? Nobody really, right? She's feud with them all. Unless some type of way like that. I've heard they're gonna try to do a Sasha versus Charlotte match at Mania, maybe. And we want Bayley versus Sasha at Mania. It's what we want.
Say it again, bro.
All right. So I've heard, okay, on Busted Open, that the goal is to get a Sasha versus Charlotte match at Mania. All right. You and I would rather have Bayley versus Sasha at Mania. I don't want to see Sasha and Charlotte at Mania. I don't. I'd rather not.
Well, you know what, though? That does present some great, possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know Sasha can beat both of them. The thing about the four horsewomen, if all of them are equal, where they can all beat each other. Charlotte might be the athletic one and everything, but everybody else is right there. They're all equal. Charlotte's great, of course, but I'm sorry, Charlotte's gimmick isn't better than Sasha's gimmick. Sasha's gimmick is better than any of their gimmicks. But
I agree with that.
And then you got to go this way. Becky Lynch is the toughest out of all of them. She's the toughest out of all of them. In a real fight, Becky Lynch would probably beat all three of them up. Listen, when Nia Jax broke her face,
you think?
What? When Nia Jax punched her dead in the face and she kept on coming. Bro,
Sure did.
that Irish chick is not a joke. She is the truth. And then you got Bailey, who people underestimate. That she's,
Yes.
she's a great wrestler. No one thought she could pull off this heel gimmick with that Karen haircut. And now she's one of the biggest heels in the business.
That's right.
All four, see how I did that? All
That's
four
right.
of those women have the ability to steal the show. So even if it does end up being Sasha and Charlotte WrestleMania, that makes the match even bigger because Charlotte don't lose. So that's a good way to put Sasha over at Mania.
And Sasha still has not won a match at WrestleMania. 0-5.
What better way to beat the Queen? That might work for me. Even though I would like to see it against Bailey, if you really think about it, that's not a bad idea to beat Sasha, the most dominant woman in the WWE. That's to beat Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte.
You beat a Flair at WrestleMania. Come on, bro. It don't get no bigger than that.
Bailey did it at 33.
I'm just saying, but now, yeah, but she wasn't where she is now. Charlotte was not as established as she is now. Like right now, she can just do whatever she wants to do. Like now,
That's true.
like when she walks in the building, oh well, she's winning. Well, she's getting. We knew she was gonna win the title at WrestleMania against the chick I can't stand. Ooh, the NXT title. What's her face?
Oh, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
You know I can never remember her name because she's so uninspiring to me. I can never think of her name. So,
oh man, hate her.
I think that's a great call, but we're gonna see.
We will see. I just rather they draw this out some type of way to Mania, and Sasha and Bailey tear the house down there. That's just my opinion of what I want, But hey, we shall see. So, the prediction show, we will do it at 4:00 your time, 3:00 my time. Sunday. That's a deal?
4:00 Eastern my time?
Yes.
On what day?
Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, are you doing your watch party?
I will do my watch party. I know you can't make it because of football, but my watch party will.
I'll make the first hour 6 to 7. I can make that one. Then I gotta roll.
Got you. My watch party will be on it. My watch party will be on Sunday. I'll send out the link for that. And also, I promise you, my podcast, Wrestling with Tantilizing, will be up Sunday on Spotify. There's other things I'm still working on. I will have the link in my main page and on MVS's page. I haven't put it on Mania Club yet because I haven't got the okay from the admins to put my stuff up on their club on Mania Club yet. Once I do, I'll put it there. But Sunday morning, I will have my podcast up. I'm going to talk about the state of wrestling in this pandemic and a little bit about the pay-per-view, little AEW, a little bit about Roman Reigns. A lot of stuff we cover here, but check it out.
Please tune in to Tantilizing Tony. Also, everybody, you can follow us on YouTube. You can follow me at jvisa1229, and you can follow Tony at Tantilizing Tony11. You can catch the Over the Top Rope shows on MVS Roundtable. Must be a member. You can catch it on the Over the Top Rope page. Just find the page, click like, or you can find it on my YouTube page, jvisa1229.
Also,
yes, sir.
Everybody who's listening, if you watch it later, whatever, start getting the word out about our show. If you know any people that like wrestling, invite them. The admins will definitely accept them.
I'm an admin for MVS.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not good enough. Nobody asked me as a moderator, even though I'm the face of the show, even though I'm the face of the group. I've been going on 6 years now, and no one gives me my own prop. But it's cool. I understand. All right.
Hey, Tro, you hear this, man? Make him a moderator at least. You hear him, Tro?
It's okay, I get it. I understand. I understand.
For my man on the other side of me, the Tantalizer one, Tantalizer 2011. I'm Mr. Steal Your Dibs, JB. We will see y'all on Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central. Until then, peace.